A lot of people hate Donald Trump, and they're entitled to that opinion. But one liberal influencer's hatred for Trump just took a creepy turn. Former NBC Universal executive Mike Sington marked the 18th birthday of Trump's son, Barron Trump, by tweeting, "Barron Trump turns 18 today. He's fair game now." There are a few ways to interpret this tweet, but honestly, all of them are creepy. We're gonna break down what happened and all the backlash, but first, I'm Brad Palumbo, and welcome back to Mediaite, your home for commentary and coverage on the intersection of media and politics. So anyway, after all the backlash, Singleton tried to do some damage control and explain his comments in a statement to Newsweek. "I posted he was fair game now, meaning as an adult, he's fair game for criticism from the press," he said. "Someone pointed out to me fair game could mean fair game to be harmed. I don't wish physical harm on anyone, so I took it down. I listened to the comments and criticism I received." But this explanation doesn't really make much sense. Barron Trump is now fair game for criticism from the press. Criticism for what exactly? Well, Trump's other children, like Ivanka Trump or like Donald Trump Jr., have openly gotten involved in campaigning and politics and activism, and they host podcasts, they do all sorts of stuff that they absolutely could be fairly scrutinized and criticized by the press for. Barron Trump hasn't done anything to heavily involve himself in politics other than happening to be the son of a former president and a current presidential candidate. So can't we just not be creepy and just leave him alone? But apparently for Singleton, that's too much to ask, because this guy actually has a bizarre and creepy history of tweeting about Barron Trump. For example, in 2020, when Barron would have been like 14, he tweeted, "Everyone's talking about how tall Barron Trump is, here towering over Mike Pence. For his family's sake, I only wish him the best. That he be gay and ends up marrying a guy from a shithole country and they buy a nice home together in Mexico." Huh? Sorry, but speculating and fantasizing about a minor's future sexuality because you hate his dad is just fucking creepy. This whole thing is just another reminder to me that some people on either extreme have truly had their brains broken by politics in the era of Trump and desperately need to log off. It does all raise an interesting question, though. When should the media criticize a politician's children versus when should it just leave them alone? I think it's actually pretty easy to draw that line, or at least it should be. If the kids are under 18, definitely respect their privacy and leave them alone as much as possible while still covering obviously newsworthy events. But even if they're over 18, basically leave them alone if they're just going about their lives and they're not actively involved in politics. But if they do decide to get heavily involved in politics like Donald Trump Jr. has, or like Chelsea Clinton, Hillary Clinton's daughter has, then I do think that's a different story, and it's totally fair for the media to treat them and scrutinize them just as they would any other political figure. But not all the kids of politicians do this. Many do just live normal lives. And I can't believe I even have to say this, but it's not okay to scrutinize and harass random people because of the family they happen to be born into. That said, if they choose to get involved in the politics, that is a different story. But simply the act of turning 18 doesn't make Barron Trump fair game. At least, not in the minds of irrational, normal people. Alright everybody, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you think Barron Trump is fair game? And what do you even think that means? Don't forget to like the video and maybe even consider subscribing and sticking around and maybe even turning on those bell notifications. And with that, I'll see you all in the next video.